Hey everybody, it is Rick and it is random pickup time, and I hope I can remember where I got most of this stuff. Some of this stuff has been sitting on my shelf for a few months now, waiting to be shown in videos. Some of it's relatively new and I can easily tell you where I got it from. So we're going to dive right in. The first thing I got, and probably the last pop I'm going to talk about during recording today, was actually a Father's Day gift from my son RJ. He knows that I love this movie and I'm a big fan of this character. And that is Goldberg the goalie from the Mighty Ducks. Goldberg was from Philadelphia, if you don't remember, from the Mighty Ducks movie. And he was just a funny character in those movies. Like I said, probably my favorite character in the movies. Although I do think that they should do a Mighty Ducks 2 series of pops. You have Keenan and you have Dwayne, but you have the Bash brothers, but not just the two Bash brothers. You have Fulton. Oh, was it Porter? Or Portman? And then Kenny Wu, the third Bash brother. All three Bash brothers in their Team USA uniforms. I think they should do that series next. But Goldberg in his original Mighty Ducks uniform from the first movie. They also do an Adam Banks, Charlie, Coach Bombay, and Fulton Reed in this set. But just Goldberg for me. He is the goalie. And I love this pop. So thank you to my son RJ for getting this for me for Father's Day. Goldberg there. So that's it for pops, guys. I promise the next, if I can record all my pickup videos today, no more pops. So, plus I try to keep it to one a video if I do get them. And I'm literally running out of space for pops. So I need to stop buying them. Camera's a little crooked again. I really need to figure this out. I guess it's the table that I'm on is probably a little crooked. That's as straight as we're getting, guys. So, like I said, I have a bunch of random pickups here. A lot of this stuff looks like it's from Goodwills or Shop Goodwill lots. And then stuff I got when I went out hunting with Dave and Chris. It's in the Newcastle flea market. So we're going to try to dive right in here. I got to make room to put stuff after I show it. Trying to crush out a bunch of videos today. So I have stuff lined up for you guys for weeks to come, and I can take a break from recording for a while. So that's the plan. The first thing I got here, I believe I paid $1 from Goodwill, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. It was something that looked like it would be fun back in the day. I want to say this is from like the mid-2000s. Sorry. The mid-2000s. It stars John Foster, Samar Armstrong, Frankie Muniz, Milo Ventimiglia, I'm butchering names, Adam Goldberg, Sophia Bush. Is the unrated director's cut of Stay Alive. Like I said, I paid $1 for this. Honestly, I anticipate like a one-time watch, but I thought it would be a fun horror movie to watch. It looks like a video game where you get killed in real life. I vaguely remember the trailers, and I'm pretty sure this came out when I worked at Blockbuster back in the day. But Stay Alive on DVD. Wanted to check that out. It caught my eye. Next up, this was definitely $1 at Goodwill. I've heard really good things about this one and just have never seen it. It stars Kevin Bacon from 1999, and it's brand new factory sealed. It is Stir of Echoes on Blu-ray. Like I said, I've heard really good things. I've just never seen this one. So yeah, added this to the collection for $1. The next thing here was $1, which is crazy because it's a 5-movie box set, I believe. And this I got for Bridget. I know she's a fan of one of these movies for sure. And she said she would like to check out the others. So it is the Audrey Hepburn collection, and she's a big fan of Breakfast at Tiffany's. But it also features Sabrina, Roman Holiday, Funny Face, and Paris When It Sizzles, I believe is the other title. Yes, nailed it. So, a 5-film box set. Like I said, I got this for $1 at my local Goodwill. So, the one Goodwill I go to is in Delaware County, even though it's in Pennsylvania. So they have all their movies for $1, like the Delaware Goodwills. So, yes, $1 for that. This next one I paid $1 for, and then the next couple Goodwill titles I paid a little more because they were PA Goodwills. So, you guys know, I'm a big stand-up comedy fan. And I came across this right after we had watched the Comedy Store documentary on Showtime. And it is the Best of the Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, stand-up comedians, featuring Jerry Seinfeld, Rodney Dangerfield, George Carlin, Gary Shandling, Roseanne on disc 1, Drew Carey, Louis Anderson, Stephen Wright, Rita Rudner, and Gallagher on disc 2, plus more on both discs. But they talked a lot about how important it was for stand-up comics back in the day to go on Carson. It could make or break your career. And I just thought this would be a fun watch. It's a 2-hour runtime, so I assume each disc is like an hour. And like I said, I love stand-up, so I'm definitely curious to check this one out and watch some of the old Tonight Show stand-up. So these next two titles were $1.99 at Goodwill. The first one I've never seen before. I almost blind bought this from a Kino sale on Blu-ray, but I figured I should watch it first before doing that. It's a Spike Lee joint, which stars Mekhi Phifer and also Delroy Lindo and John Turturro, as well as Harvey Keitel. And there's a film called Clockers, this being brand new, factory sealed, getting the rub there. And yeah, I've heard good things, but have never seen this one. So Clockers for $2 on DVD, sealed. I decided to add that to the collection. This I know is on Blu-ray, but it's an MOD Blu-ray, so it's like $20. And I honestly just want to revisit this. I don't know if this is something I would necessarily need to keep in my collection, but I want to kind of rewatch it and see if it holds up. It stars Amanda Bynes and also, why can't I think of his name? Oh, he was in Inglourious Bastards. Sam Levine is one of the dwarves in the film, and that, of course, is Sidney White, brand new, sealed as well. This was $2. Like I said, I know there's a Blu-ray of this, but it goes 7 dorks. They're not dwarves in this movie, but yeah. Sam Levine plays one of her dorks, and Sarah Paxton plays one of the evil girls in the movie. But I just want to revisit this one. I don't assume it's something that I'll keep in my collection. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll really, really enjoy it on a rewatch. But it's been a while since I've seen this one. And I do love Amanda Bynes, so we'll see. Sidney White for $2. And then the last thing I got physically in a Goodwill store, this was $2.99. This Goodwill prices their stuff really weird. And this was $2.99, but I am a big fan. I love finding music Blu-rays of bands I'm into. And it is Live from Radio City Music Hall. Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds. I actually own this CD. Plus there's a documentary on this as a bonus feature. And I believe this is a 2 Blu-ray set? Yeah, a 2 Blu-ray set. And the discs were mint. And like I said, this was $2.99, so I added that to the collection. I am a fan of Dave Matthews Band. I've seen them live 3 or 4 times, so I enjoy them. And I enjoy when he does acoustic stuff with Tim Reynolds for the most part. And yeah, so I grabbed this. Plus it's in Radio City, which is a beautiful venue in the United States. So Live at Radio City, Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds. The next group of stuff I got from Shop Goodwill, and you guys will remember a while ago, if you follow me on Instagram, I had posted like 5 big boxes stacked up, and I said, uh-oh, what did Rick buy this time? They were like 50-piece lots of Blu-rays in each box for an incredible price. Basically, with shipping, they were like $62 each, so I paid $310 for that stack of stuff. There was one title alone in there that is now officially my highest eBay sale. I sold a Blu-ray, it was an anime series, for $300. So after fees, that movie probably recouped 75% of my cost. I still have a bunch of the stuff to list. I've sold stuff to friends and on Instagram. I've recouped my money and then some. There was like a lot of more common stuff that I traded into Pam. So like I said, I'm ahead of the ball here. But there were 5 titles that I wanted to keep for myself. The first one here being a movie I'm not very familiar with, but I've heard great things. I know it spawned a Netflix series, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a movie from 2014 called Dear White People, which stars Tessa Thompson. And do I recognize anybody else? Tyler James Williams. Dennis Habert's in it as well. But I've heard really good things about this movie. I'm pretty curious about it. So wanted to just check that one out. It says it's with digital code, but there was no digital code, which is fine by me. So, dear white people. Next up, I've never seen this movie. I know it's a Disney film, and the cast is really good, so that's kind of what spawned me to keep it. Brand new, factory sealed still, starring Eric Bana, Ben Foster, Casey Affleck, Chris Pine, Holiday Granger, and directed by Craig Gillespie. And that is The Finest Hours. Like I said, I've never seen this one. I remember seeing trailers back in the day. With the slipcover, brand new, factory sealed. So let me know, is this one good? Should I have just gotten rid of it? But with the slipcover, I figured why not add that to the collection. Next up is a classic film that I've never seen. It's one of those older movies that's on my to-watch list, starring Al Pacino, and this is from 1975. And that is Dog Day Afternoon on Blu-ray, a movie I've heard a lot about, directed by Sidney Lumet. So, yeah, definitely wanted to add this to the collection to watch. Speaking of classic films to add to the collection, although the innards of this were a bit disappointing, it's cool. It has the slipcover that is The French Connection, and this is part of the filmmaker's signature series, William Friedkin. This is on my list. I believe this won Best Picture, or was nominated for Best Picture, so it's on that list of like Best Picture nominated films to watch. Although I realized when I opened it that the inner Blu-ray is the all-region French Connection, so not the Blu-ray that should be in there, but it's all region, so I'll be able to watch it. If it's something I really like, I could just order the original copy, but I mean, I'm not going to beat myself up over this. It's just a movie that's on my to-watch list, and it should play in my player because it's all region. Yeah, okay. The next thing I got, I honestly owned already, but kept this one because the original version I owned, a few of the discs had scratches, and this one had a slipcover, so it was a twofold upgrade in a way. And that is the Final Destination 4-movie collection. So the first 4 movies, I own the 5th movie separately. So this one was brand new, factory sealed, so the disc should not be scratched in this. Plus I had the slipcover, so this was something I kind of as an upgrade. I sold off already the scratched version, and the person was really happy with it, so I guess the scratch didn't affect playback. And I have a brand new version with slipcover, so that is cool. And then the last bunch of stuff I have here is the stuff I got for myself when I was out hunting with Dave and Chris. We went to Newcastle Flea Market in Delaware. The first thing I got, I did not know existed. This was from 1995. I think I paid $2 for it, if I remember correctly. And it is the first Everclear album, World of Noise, still brand new, factory sealed. Did not realize Everclear had an album before the one with Santa Monica. I believe it was self-titled, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this album was 1995. It says, as Bleach was to Nirvana's Nevermind, World of Noise was the underground blueprint, Sparkle and Fade. That's the first Everclear album. Only the Foo Fighters now come close. I don't get that. A Faultless Essential LP, 5Ks from Kerrang! Magazine, World of Noise. So, definitely curious to check this out, see what their original sound was. I enjoy Everclear. Their early stuff more so than when they kind of became a mainstream poppy band, but they have a bunch of hits. And I'm curious to check this out because I do not know any of the songs on here. I'd like to hear what their first album was like, so that is cool. Like I said, still brand new, factory sealed. Is a pretty cool bonus there. Next up is a movie I've never seen. This was $1 at the flea market. Something I need to see because I need to see if it's really as terrible as people say it is. Destroyed a Relationship. This is the movie that ruined Jersey Girl, according to Kevin Smith. And that is Jiggly, or Jillagy, or Jilgy, or Jiggly. Jojuli, Jojuli. Jiggly is how I say it, but Jiggly, brand new, factory sealed. We'll see if this is bad as everybody says it is. I'm sure it probably will be, based on what it did to their careers. This next thing was probably my second favorite find of the day. This was $1, and I'd heard a lot about this documentary back when it came out, and for $1, definitely wanted to add this Blu-ray to the collection. It's fairly newer. I didn't even know it got a physical release. It came out in 2018 or 2019, and it is Peter Jackson's documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old. This being a Blu-ray digital combo pack. The digital copy is in there, and it's about the First World War. So I know they like colorized a lot of the footage, and there was lots of praise for this movie. So They Shall Not Grow Old on Blu-ray. Then the last thing I found, which was my favorite thing because I absolutely loved this show back in the day. Did not know they put out all 3 seasons on DVD. But I'm a big fan of this guy's movies, and he did this TV series where each episode was featured where he focused doing something for 30 days, whether it was trying to live on minimum wage, spending 30 days in a wheelchair, 30 days working in a coal mine. And there's a show called 30 Days, directed by Morton Spurlock. The complete series, like I said, this is a 6-disc set. Did not know this was a thing. I always see season 1 out and about, but was not expecting to find the complete series. So you got season 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. So definitely wanted to add that to the collection because, like I said, I really, really enjoy this show. Very interesting stuff that Morton Spurlock does. He did Super Size Me, where he ate McDonald's for 30 days. And that is it, guys. That is it for the random pickups. I'm not going to try to balance the pop on top of the elevator. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you don't do so already. Leave comments. Let me know what you guys thought about my pickups here. And boom, there they are. Bam, bam. And be sure to check out the description box down below where you can find links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, my letterbox where I rate and review all the movies I watch, my Blu-ray.com profile, Amazon wishlist, eBay store, P.O. box, email address. All that can be found down below, right down here in the description box. And that's it, guys. So as always, until next time, who's down to movie?